Leeds go 7 points clear of the relegation zone with an extraordinary 3-2 comeback victory away at Wolves. Here is what went down. An incredible Friday night Premier League game sees Leeds get a vital win at Molineux. Coming back from 2-0 down, Wolves going down to 10 men, stoppage time everywhere, players falling down injured every minute, chance after chance, goal after goal. What a brilliant match. Before we get into the action, please do me a favour, hit the like button, help our video climb those rankings and reach as many people as possible. Wolves, of the excellent defensive record, made 3 changes in this one. Bolly coming in for Killman in the back 3, Nori in for Marcel, and Podence in for Hwang. Leeds, just the one change for them. Harrison comes in for Rafinha. Bamford retains his place up top. And have a look at the bench there. Calvin Phillips and Liam Cooper on the bench. Jesse March, however, is not going to get to use them. Well, having waited most of the season to get Patrick Bamford into the team, Leeds had to watch their only real striker in the squad limp out halfway through the first half of this game. Bamford looked noticeably upset on the subs bench, comforted there by Liam Cooper. Is that him done for the season, do we think? I'm sure we'll hear more news about what sort of an injury took Bamford off, whether it's a recurrence of the problems he's been having all season. Well, just a few minutes after Bamford goes off, Leeds go behind. Wolves actually had to make a sub of their own. Ruben Neves going on. Trincao comes on and he actually sets up this goal. Leeds get all askew down the left-hand side of their defence. Trincao down the right, knocks it back for Johnny, who just guides it into the corner. It's a nice finish, but Leeds once again looking very open at the back. 1-0 Wolves. Leeds then unbelievably lose another 2 players to injury. Llorente goes out, Click goes out. There's loads of stoppage time. And when you think a bad first half couldn't get any worse for Leeds, they concede a really rubbish goal really deep into stoppage time. You can see 55 minutes on the clock when this goes in. And they're just fast asleep from a free kick. Gets taken quickly, knocked back to the edge of the box. And that man again, Trincao, the substitute, he just drills it through the crowd. You can see Meslier on his toes. Loads of players in the way. He's not seeing that one. Goes into the corner. Things looking very, very bad for Leeds. 2-0 down at half-time. This may be the turning point of the game and the vital moment of Leeds' season in terms of getting away from the relegation zone. Raul Jimenez gets a second yellow card. I have to say, even with my dearly departed hat on, it's a bit of a harsh one, I think. He's already been booked. He and Meslier sort of both go for the ball. You can see just collide with each other. Meslier gets there first. Jimenez gets a second red card. Wolves down to 10. And another Leeds player goes out. Meslier has to go off to be replaced by young reserve goalkeeper Klaassen. But Leeds are now playing with an extra man for the last 40 minutes or so of this game. Here begins the absolute carnage of the turnaround, and Leeds are going to score 2 goals in 3 minutes to get this back to 2-2. And just in terms of the chaos of this game, the Leeds goals really sum it up. They're all from kind of frantic rebounds and the ball bouncing about in the box. I think Iain gets in there and hits the post. You're thinking, come on, someone force it over the goal line. In the end, it falls to Jack Harrison, who is the cool head there and sticks it in with his right foot. And you know, as soon as that goes in, especially with it being 11 versus 10, that momentum is swinging in Leeds' favour. And if you thought the first Leeds goal was frenzied and crazy, this one is even more ridiculous. I think it's James that goes through, lobs it over the keeper. It hits the bar, bounces down. Wolves have a really easy chance to clear the ball. Defender shanks it up into the sky. Keeper gets under the ball. Leeds manage to nick it back. Rodrigo then takes it past the keeper, who's prone. I've never seen anything like it. Rodrigo manages to then force it into the empty goal. Red card, goal, frantic. Rodrigo jumps into the crowd. Absolute Premier League insanity here. I'm sure Mr. Bielsa will be aware of what's going on. And I don't know, he's probably sitting there stroking his cat with an Argentinian glass of wine somewhere, but mental stuff. Leeds get it back to 2-2. Now, I have to say, in deference to Wolves, Leeds really went for it from 2-0 back to 2-2 after that red card. They almost got scared at this point when it went back to 2-2. And Wolves, it looked really open. Just a crazy end-to-end game. And you're sort of sitting there thinking, hang on a minute, Wolves are going to snatch a goal here and win this with 10 against 11, like Everton did against Newcastle in the game last night. But we get to full time. You can literally hear on the PA system, the announcer is saying 8 minutes of stoppage time coming up. And here comes Luke Ayling. It's another scrambly goal. The set play sort of goes in. Ayling's there first. It bounces about. And then it's one of those where Ayling kind of comes on the blind side of the defender, nicks inside, and he's on his good foot there, on his right foot, sticks it into the back of the net. And Leeds have got the turnaround. We're into stoppage time. Remember, Wolves are a side very much predicated, or their good season's been very much predicated on a good defensive record. And at this point now, just shell-shocked, done. Red card, 3-goal turnaround, and Leeds are going to go on to get the win. Ayling with the winning goal. So just complete and utter craziness from a Wolves point of view. Look, they've had a good season. You can see there's a massive gap between Villa in 9th and Wolves in 8th. So it really does seem worst case scenario with 8 games to go now for Wolves is they're going to finish in 8th place. I dare say Manchester United, West Ham and Tottenham directly above them. Okay, the points gaps are small, but I think the direction of travel for Wolves is they're going to stay where they are and they'll probably be happy with an 8th place come what may in the first season under Bruno Lage. Get your comments in on Wolves and what they can expect for the rest of the season. From a Leeds point of view, just an absolutely vital 2 games for them. They've scored 6 points, back-to-back wins. Look, none of us can sit here and say it's been organised and they've, calmly footballed their way out of trouble down at the bottom. It's been complete chaos. That game against Norwich, they conceded a late equaliser and went up the other end and scored. And this was even more mental than that. But hey, it's Leeds, isn't it? Looking at that table now, Leeds 7 points clear of Watford, 8 points clear of Burnley. Yes, Burnley have 3 games in hand, but remember, it is snail's pace down at the bottom there, and Burnley have lost 3 on the trot. Could just be an absolutely vital couple of games. You can see Brentford have done the same there. Back-to-back victories. Will we look back and this cushion, this 6 points that's gone in, will we look back? Tell me in the comments, will we look back and say, that's the point where Leeds finally got themselves a little bit of cushion and ultimately guaranteed themselves survival? Or am I going too early on that one? This has been a dearly departed video, so as ever, big thank you to Simon Hoyle, who is our Patreon sponsor for my dearly departed series here, covering all the teams that we've seen get promoted from the Championship, and we look at their work now in the Premier League. Thank you again to Simon. Do get involved, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Also, for you Leeds fans, a themed video here before we go. If you want to watch something else on the channel, do check out my 10 defining moments for Marcelo Bielsa at Leeds. In the meantime, get your comments in on a crazy night at Wolves. It was Wolves 2, Leeds 3. Thank you for watching. Over and out.